In this video, I'll guide you through a warm-up, a mix of active and passive exercises targeting your hip flexors, glutes, quads, shoulders, and back. I'll prep and guide you toward the tiger pose and finish off with some post-backbend conditioning. Let's go! We'll begin in a downward dog position. Kick your right leg up toward the ceiling, keeping your hips square to start. Fix your gaze slightly forward and actively push through your shoulders to engage your upper back muscles. Press firmly into your grounding hands and feet, spreading your fingers wide and toes apart to create stability. Imagine your palms gripping the mat and your heels reaching toward the floor. As you lift your right leg to its highest point, engage your glutes to power the lift and keep the leg strong. Let's switch to the other side. As you kick up, maintain a strong push through your shoulders, feeling the engagement in your upper back. Fix your gaze slightly upward to keep your neck aligned and to deepen the activation in your upper body. Engage your glutes as you lift your leg, using their strength to drive the movement. As your leg rises, focus on creating an active bend in your back. Imagine lengthening through the spine while arching gently, allowing your chest to open up. We're just warming up, so it doesn't need to be a crazy bend just yet. From the same position, we'll move from the downward dog to dolphin by placing our forearms onto the mat and then lifting up through our shoulders. Try your best to place your heel down on the mat while keeping your legs straight, so you feel a stretch on your back of your legs. Focus on anterior tilt of your pelvis. If your pelvis was a bucket, visualize pouring water out of it. This will help you bring your stomach closer to your thighs and feel the lengthening of your back and legs. Now come into a side plank with your left hand firmly planted on the mat. Stack your shoulders and hips for stability and begin lifting and lowering your right leg with control. For the modified version, place your top arm on the mat in front of you for extra support and stay on your forearms if it's too much pressure for your wrist. Engage your obliques to stabilize your core and press actively through your left shoulder to maintain strength and alignment. Don't cave your chest, open up your chest and spread your fingers wide on the mat to create a strong base. And imagine pressing the ground away to stay grounded and steady. Next, transition into regular plank position. Lift your right leg so it's parallel to the ground, keeping your hips level and your body in one straight line from head to heel. Engage your core to stabilize your spine and activate your shoulders by pressing firmly into the mat, creating a strong base. Squeeze your glutes to support the lifted leg and keep your foot either flexed or pointed, but always engaged. Bring your floating leg forward, placing it by your hands, and rise into a right lunge position and grab a block between your hands for support. And as you inhale, reach your arms up overhead. As you backbend, avoid crunching into your lower back. Instead, think about lengthening through your spine. Imagine creating space between your hips and all the way to the crown of your head. Gently arch your body toward the back wall, feeling an even stretch across your front body. Keep your core engaged to support your lower back and press firmly into your front foot and flex your back toes to stay grounded. Begin by extending your arms forward as you straighten your front leg, then shift back into your right lunge and sweep into a gentle back bend. As you move forward again, tuck your pelvis under and scoop the block down toward the floor, keeping your movement controlled and fluid. Straighten your front leg as you complete the scoop, then flow back to the back bend, letting the motion feel like a continuous wave. Place your block to the side and transition into a triangle pose. From here, gently lower your back knee to the mat and move into a half split. While in a triangle pose, focus on creating an anterior tilt in your pelvis to deepen the stretch in your hamstrings. Instead of rounding or arching your back to bring your torso closer to the front leg, hinge at your hips. Prioritize maintaining an anterior pelvic tilt. It's more important to keep this alignment than to have your torso touch your leg. We'll repeat all of that on the other side, starting from the side plank. Place your right hand planted firmly on the mat, stack your shoulders over your wrist and align your hips, keeping your body in one straight line. Imagine being pulled from your toes to the top of your head. Now, come into a regular plank and lift your left leg off the mat, keeping it parallel to the floor. Press firmly through your palms, spreading your fingers wide to create a stable base. Actively push the ground away to engage your shoulders and upper back, keeping your chest lifted and strong.
Never died, ditch the casket. I'm wide awake, they in a blanket. Had to get a tailor, not for fashion, just in case Jack don't ever get a jacket. Yeah, this time I'ma do it massive.
Step your left leg forward, placing it close to your hands to transition into a left lunge. Hold the block between your hands and engage your core as you gently begin to back bend. Instead of compressing or crunching your lower back, focus on extending your spine upward and reaching back with length. Imagine creating space between each vertebrae as you arch, keeping your chest open and lifted. Flow into a series of waves. Start by arching your back as you lift your chest and reach your arms overhead. Feel the stretch across your front body as you extend upward. Then shift forward and bring your arms down and forward as you extend your front leg. Tuck your pelvis under and scoop your arms forward in a sweeping motion, maintaining control and fluidity. Transition into a triangle pose. As you lower your upper body, focus on hinging from your hips rather than arching your back. Imagine gluing your oblique toward your inner thigh to create a deep, stable stretch along your side body and hamstrings. Flex your front foot to intensify the stretch in your hamstrings and lengthening your spine, keeping your movements slow and controlled.
Away. like when the moon hits snow.
Come into a tabletop position and extend your right leg straight while reaching out with your left arm. Engage your core and find length through your spine and crunch inward to bring your elbow to knee. Press firmly into the mat with your right hand and the top of your back foot to maintain balance. As you extend back out, imagine being pulled in opposite directions through your right toes and left fingertips. This will help create maximum tension and full body engagement.
Make the whole room hush. I just became the whole room's crush. Me walking side to side, and I'm watching everybody's eyes. They follow left and
As you hold this tiger pose variation for 10 seconds, engage your glutes to keep the lifted leg active and press firmly into the ground.
their breath away. I make the whole room hush. I just became the whole room's crush. I make the whole room.
Switch over to the other side now, extending your left leg and right arm. Visualize lengthening your spine and being pulled through your left toes and right fingertips as you extend.
I just became the whole room's crush. I make the whole room hush. I just became the whole room's crush.
For this tiger variation hold, bend and lift your left leg through your glutes and twist to open your chest to reach for your back foot. Let's move into some spinal waves, then come into a cobra pose. You can place a block under your pelvis for added support. This will help isolate your upper back muscles more effectively. From here, lift your chest by squeezing your shoulder blades together and engage your core and gently activate your glutes and lift with control. Grab your elbows behind your back and hold this pose for 10 seconds. Grab 2 blocks and place them under your forearms as you settle into a puppy pose. Position your hips over your knees and gently tuck your pelvis, which will shift the focus more into your shoulders. Allow your chest to melt toward the ground, creating space through your shoulders and spine. With each inhale, lengthen through your arms and spine, and as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the stretch.
I'm lost so fast, and I don't believe that I'm not shy. Why my nights have to be like that? Have to be like that. Have to be like that. And why my nights have to be like that? Have to be like that. Have to be like that. Why my
Next, let's move into scorpion twists. Lie down on your belly with your arms extended out to the sides in a T shape. Keep your arms grounded as you bend your right leg and gently twist your torso as you guide your right toes toward your left hand, allowing your body to open up naturally. Focus on the stretch across your spine and shoulders. This spinal twist helps prepare your body for deeper back bends by increasing mobility and releasing tension. Reach back with your right arm and grab your right foot. Then open up your chest by gently pressing your foot into your hand and squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keep your neck long and gaze slightly forward to maintain alignment.
Girl, do you remember last December? Yeah.
We'll switch to the other side now, keeping your arms grounded in a T shape. Bend your left leg, twist and aim to bring your left toes towards your right hand. Allow your body to open up naturally through your spine and shoulders.
Wait until it's golden time. We'll have a picnic on the roof. Tell me what I wanna know, girl. What you tryna do now? Got me feeling like I never wanna leave. Glued to your eyes, don't kiss me goodbye now. Got me feeling like I never wanna leave. I'm higher than the moon, like the stars in the night now.
Yeah, I know it's day one. Say something or lay low. I swear you been throwing songs like a rainbow. But when I get
Press your foot firmly into your hand as you open your chest, drawing your shoulder blades together to deepen the stretch through your shoulders and chest.
so, just say so. And if you feel this, understand that I'm really just a fan. If you not in the labels, it's okay though.
Yeah, we can keep it simple. I favor you like a domino. Probably more than you ever know, yeah. I just really like you. Got me feeling like I never wanna leave. Glued to your eyes, don't kiss me goodbye now. Got me feeling like I never wanna leave. I'm higher than the moon, like the stars in the night.
Take an elastic band and position it across your back, roughly where your shoulder blades are. Hold the ends of the band firmly in your hands to create gentle tension. From here, move into slow, controlled spinal waves, focusing on creating fluid motion. The band acts as a physical cue, reminding you to stretch and engage your upper back. Be mindful to avoid overcompensating with your lower back. Instead, aim to balance your movement through your spine. This exercise is a fantastic way to encourage full spinal mobility and fluidity and develop awareness in your back.
I'm higher than the moon, like the stars in the night now.
Now let's transition into some ab and hip flexor exercises. Building strength in your abs is crucial for safer and more controlled back bends. Lie down and come into a glute bridge and keep your hips high and your core engaged. Tuck your right knee into your chest, then extend your leg straight and slowly lower your leg to the ground and bring it back up and repeat. Let's switch over to the left side in the glute bridge. Focus on lifting through your glutes to keep your bridge strong and engage your core to maintain stability. Engage your legs as you straighten and drop and move with control. Slowly come down on your back and draw big circles with your legs straight and extended. Tuck your pelvis and go as far down as you can without arching your lower back. And make sure your lower back is glued to the mat. Keep your head lifted for an additional challenge. Sit up into a V-sit position, keeping your core engaged and your back straight. Extend your legs straight out in front of you and keep them active by pointing or flexing your toes. Rotate your torso from one side to another. Hold the V-sit for 10 seconds. If you're using a non-looped elastic band, start by tying a small loop on either ends of the band with a double knot. Sit in an L-shaped position with your legs extended straight in front of you and place the loop around your left foot and hold the other end with your right hand. Lift through your right shoulder, keeping it active and stable, and focus on controlled motion as you draw the band toward you, engaging your shoulder and upper back. We'll switch over to the other side. Shoulder strengthening exercises like this are excellent for building the stability needed for safe back bends. Maintain a strong core and an upright position throughout the whole exercise. Let's come into a cow face position with your left arm on top, holding an elastic band. Firmly grip the other end of the band with your right hand. Then extend your left arm upward and lower it back down with control. Focus on maintaining an upright posture and keeping your core lightly engaged to support your movement. If it's accessible for you, link your hands together, keep your neck neutral and your chest open. We'll switch over to the right arm on top. This exercise helps build strength and mobility in your shoulders, which are essential for holding a back bend in an advanced pose like the tiger pose, where you have to flip your grip to reach overhead. Remain upright with your chest open and your core lightly engaged as you move through the extensions. Link your hands together if this is available for you, keeping your neck neutral and chest open. We're gonna do one more passive shoulder exercise. Come into a regular puppy pose, aligning your hips directly above your knees and extending your arms forward. From here, twist your upper body towards the right side and ground through with your fingers firmly pressing into your mat, and gently lift your palms to deepen the stretch. Breathe deeply here, and with each exhale, feel your left shoulders and your upper back opening up more.
Dream anymore. Eternal rain and the snow in the fields of gold. That's all I need. I need that holding hands by the fire kind of love. You know I want you, girl.
Center yourself in a regular puppy pose, then twist your upper body to the left side, reaching as far as you comfortably can. As you stretch, focus on feeling the length through your right shoulder and upper back. Press your fingertips firmly into the mat while gently lifting your palms for greater engagement. Allow your body to relax into the stretch with each exhale. We're gonna move on to a few more active exercises to prep for the tiger pose. Place your right foot on the end of the elastic band and come into a tabletop position with your right leg straight. Then do glute kickbacks here, and as you kick up, slightly lower your forearm down and gaze upward, allowing your upper back to activate and engage. Remember to keep your core engaged and your hips square to maintain alignment.
With our dreams tonight. Do you find warmth leaving all that's right? No, 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 'cause it's in your arms where I'm supposed to be. And I'm not going anywhere just because I take a little time.
From here, come onto your forearms and do some glute pulses. Look up to feel an upper back engagement and get those glutes and upper back fired up.
Baby, I wanna be with you. With you, I only see love is all we need. Yeah, let's move things forward. Ooh, it's you and me against the world. My dear, we are one step closer. Walk with me through the fire. My dear, we are one step closer.
We'll switch over to the left side. Squeeze your shoulder blades, shoulders away from your ears. Slightly gaze upward to activate and engage your upper back. Keep your hips square and your core engaged. With your left leg extended, do some glute kickbacks.
I wanna be with you. With you, I only see love is all we need. Yeah, let's move things forward.
With your left leg extended, do some glute pulses here. Continue to feel all of your back muscles and your glutes working really hard.
Oh, it's you and me against the world. Oh, oh, oh.
We'll finish with one last passive stretch before moving into tiger pose. To achieve a beautiful extension in tiger pose, it's important to lengthen through your quads. Grab 1 or 2 blocks and position them under your tailbone for support. Come into a reclined hero pose with your right leg folded on the mat. Lightly tuck your pelvis under and focus on pressing your right knee forward towards the mat. You should feel a deep stretch along your right quad. Keep your chest open and your shoulders relaxed here.
'Cause the things you said, they stay with me and never go. Oh, what about us? And what about trust?
We'll switch over to the left side. It's passive, but there's still things going on here internally. You're trying to simultaneously tuck your pelvis, stretch your knee towards the mat, and these two efforts will allow you to feel the left quad being stretched. Inhale and exhale to relax further into the stretch.
'Cause the words you wrote still give me hope even when you're gone. Oh, what about us? And what about love? Oh, what about us?
We'll move into tiger pose prep now. With the band on your right foot, grab your opposite hand as close as your body allows you to. We'll just do some gentle rocking motions here. The important thing is to maintain a straight leg and straight arm. Imagine shooting up with your toes towards the ceiling, the strength coming from your glutes and your shoulders. I will demo the tiger pose without a band now. Palms facing up, grab your foot and rotate your shoulder as if to put on a backpack. Balance is a little bit tricky here. Tuck your back foot might help, as well as spreading your fingers and toes on the mat. Engage your knee and foot and firmly press through your shin to stabilize your base. Activate your core and obliques as you extend, as well as your glutes and hamstrings of your lifted leg. Push through your shoulders and practice beside a wall if you keep wobbling. It might help focus on alignment a little bit better if you have support with the balance. Think of your lifted leg as an extension of your spine. You're not crunching your back, you're extending and lifting up.
Encerradas en mí, que no puedo ver tan claro como ayer. Y aparece.
We'll switch over to the other side, starting with band assistance. Do some gentle rocking motions here, maintaining straight left leg and right arm. Reach up with both. Think about being extended through either ends. No crunching, but activation of your core, glutes, hamstring, and shoulder. Be gentle with yourself and your progress.
Como tú vuelves a aparecer y de las cenizas siempre me haces renacer estando contigo. Todo puede suceder. Solo tú me puedes levantar. Solo tú me puedes volver a amar. Solo tú me cambias de actitud. Nadie más lo hace. Nadie, nadie, nadie.
I'll demo the tiger pose without a band. Stay firmly grounded with your right hand and flexed right foot and your shin against the mat. palms facing up to grab your left foot, rotate your shoulders, activate your core to protect your lower back as well as your glutes, hamstring, and shoulders to extend upwards. This side might feel a little bit different. We all have slight imbalances on either side, and that's perfectly okay. Honor where you're at today and just learn to enjoy the process. We'll do 3 post-backbend conditioning to prevent soreness the next day. Lie down on your back, keep both legs straight, and alternate leg drops here while reaching up toward your feet.
Like sand in her hands, so gentle and strong. I know this can't be wrong at all. So we'll go out tonight, my pretty Valentine. Her kisses act like wine, so I'm drunk all the time. I see her in that dress, my thoughts just turn to mush. Pretty Valentine, say I'm yours, and you will always be.
Transition into bicycle crunch, twisting through your upper body. Keep your toes pointed to maintain engagement throughout your legs.
She can take my heart and turn it up so fast and hard. She fills my cup so much it spills onto the floor. I slip and fall in love. Just trauma to my head. She gets my dizzy circles on. I know this can't be wrong at all. So we'll go.
Sit up on your forearm and alternate tapping your toes on the mat. Wrap your ribs by engaging through your abs and drop your legs in a slow and controlled manner.
I see her in that dress, my thoughts just turn to mush. Pretty Valentine, say I'm yours, and you will always be mine. My pretty Valentine will always be mine. My pretty Valentine.
Yay, amazing work. I'm so proud of you guys.